against the spirited effort by Kenya Kwanza and Kenya Revenue Authority are now telling the president that we have fallen short of our revenue collection target in the first quarter by 79 billion. The first quarter is July to September. And according to KRA Commissioner Humphrey Waitanga, he is saying that things have not improved, or things are yet to improve, if they are going to improve. This country, you may need to, and I think we may need to remind Kenya Kwanza how the finance bill 2023-2024 did not have the public goodwill. And it's true that it is the first budget that attracted a political discourse, a national debate in the country, when Kenya Kwanza came and said that they had changed the discussion from leaders to now issues, or now to budget. So the public goodwill was low after that finance bill. But that document, we were told that the new tax regime will manage Kenya Kwanza to stabilize the economy by making sure that we don't borrow more to pay our recurrent expenditure or our development, but we'll collect our taxes here so that we can repay our debts, we can meet our debt obligations. So as we speak, Ndeti Nyoro is saying that we have stabilized the economy. Kamau Thuge, the CBK governor, is saying that the shilling is overvalued. But in real sense, today, the 25th of October, our shilling is retailing at 158. Hey. Mambo imechemka. Things are bad. The question that I think a layman may not answer, or may need to find an answer to, why is it that we are not meeting our tax obligations by such a big margin while we have introduced more than 1,000 new taxes? Let me just shock you, and I'm making this normalies. My bank, the bank I use, and I don't want to mention the bank, they have not advertised, and I don't want also to label, but my bank, if you send money to a wrong number and you want to reverse that money, say maybe you use M-Pesa, you send to an M-Pesa number, and they want to revert back, you want to be refunded that money, even if you sent 1,000, the charge of reversal is 250. Hey, 250. If I send to person X 100,000 by wrong number and they want to revert that money, if it is reverted, they deduct me 250. Even if it is 1,000, they deduct 250. Even if it is 500, you know, and honestly, I confronted the relationship manager yesterday, and I was saying, surely, how would this make sense? You know, this is punishing someone. This is like punishing a client. And maybe there are so many reasons why someone can send money to a wrong number. I was having one-on-one, I was giving a feedback. I'm like, guys, this one is wrong. And someone can petition you, that looks like robbery. Now, maybe they know themselves. If they watch this podcast, they will know themselves. Now, that tells you that there is a problem. Despite of having put all the efforts to collect the taxes, they've not been there. Now, KRA is telling William Ruto this. Number one, slow economic growth. There have been slow economic growth for the last 3 months. Yes, there was a report that investors are leaving the country to invest in Tanzania. Number two, low imports. Imports are people that are buying goods coming in the country. People are not buying goods because of the dollar. The value of the Kenyan shilling is high. So how much do you pay? You pay 165 Kenyan shillings to get $1. 160 Kenyan shillings to get $1. And remember, the global trading currency is dollar. So you spend a lot of Kenyan shillings to bring the goods here. And when you bring the goods here, you have to inflate the prices. And if you inflate the prices, the consumption goes down. No one is going to buy. With that, how do you import? And if the more people are not importing, and that means consumption has gone down, government is also missing on VAT. And the more I'm not importing, I'm not traveling with my goods across the country, there is no fuel consumption for my distribution. So that circle is just going. Number 2 is tax evasion. Oh, I need to say this. From January, remember, kila mtu lazima alipe tax. This is the time the state was going after Kenyatta family and Mama Ngina, you know, that Mama Ngina has not been paying some land rates, that's been evading some taxes. There are some clauses in the constitution that had exempted them from paying the tax and that. There was that story. So that started in January. But somewhere in June, when the new budget was read, we went for the middle class by raiding the payrolls, introduced all taxes. Pay was hiked to 35 for those who are earning beyond 500,000. The restructure on NHIF, which I wholly support. Those who pay more should pay more. And again, there was some proxy affordable housing deduction. We've raided payslips. So instead of going for the wealthy we are just demolishing their investments, but we are overtaxing the hustler. The hustler is overtaxed. I remember this clip when Raila was saying that how people should evade taxes. Yes, and you need to, it's not a joke. I know people who work in town and they have 2 cars. One is 1500cc, the other one is maybe 2400cc, and he's telling me, I don't go to job with any car. In fact, I'm given lift. And what they've done, he had given one to the wife and he was using the other one. So I decided then, we are going to fuel one car, and you drop me, then you'll come pick me after job journey. So people have been pooling resources, sharing resources. On that, fuel consumption going down, and government cannot miss. Government is missing. The consumption pattern has changed. This is what Kenya Kwanza got wrong. Raila messaging on taxes was underestimated, but it had a big impact. When Raila said that let's deny Ruto those taxes, Raila messaging and you know, remember the countries, we always said, this country, 50% listens to what Raila says. You may like him, you don't like him, you cannot change the fact that 50% of the country listens to what Raila says. And if you want to know, I'm not lying. Today, let William Ruto call a press briefing in State House and let him go live. Then let Raila Odinga call a press briefing in Karen. Then Raila to go live. Then give them 1 hour. Let them speak for like 20 minutes. Go check how many people are viewing the one for Ruto, how many people are viewing the one for Raila. You will not be shocked to realize that Raila has doubled Ruto's viewership as we speak. Yes. That's it. Ruto has failed to seal leakages. The corruption is on another level. And Felix Kosgei, the State House head of public service, has confessed that the corruption in government is at industrial level. It's actually one of the things that is eating Kenya Kwanza to the core. Corruption. And the reason why, and we said that it will not matter how much you collect, whether you collect more than what you borrow. But if you don't seal the losses, then surely the exercise is an exercise in futility. Lastly, Ruto's script on taxation, the tax regime was ill-advised. And I think Kenyans reached a breaking point. A point that we can no more buy. We are not buying. We can do without it. And lastly, I think there is also a change of lifestyle. Looking at the tough economic times, people have dropped. There are things that give government money. The change of lifestyle has actually brought us here. Because when we spend, the more we spend, the more government gets the taxes. But without that, things seems to have changed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet in my next video in Kilifi. So if you have, I will be in the coast for next 2 days. I'll be in the coast, that will be Kilifi and Mombasa. And if you have something you want to share, I will want to, when I will be at the coast, I'll want to do more analysis on the coast politics when I am there. So you can also reach out to me, tell me what's happening there, if you can be available for some exclusive interview, organize. We also talk to wananchi. Yeah, we'll be glad. Tell us what you think, something that we can analyze about coastal politics, because I'll be in the coast for the next 2 days. Thank you.